When your audience is 2 billion people, it's crazy. Culture Vibes Radio 2010 separates the
As I promised you on Cultural Vibes Radio, we've been dropping the latest single, for the past couple of days. Tasha T right here on Cultural Vibes Radio. You know something? We got her on the phone line. Tasha!
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, man? It's a pleasure to be on the Cultural Vibes Radio today.
Yeah, man. I know you're a little bit under the weather today, but we're gonna talk to you a bit.
Yeah, man. Now, after do the work here, we're done.
Yeah, man. You have to continue to work. You know something? I don't know if you remember, but we interviewed you before many years ago, back in Brooklyn, New York, when you had the single "Win or Lose" on in Kingsborough College. Yes, many years ago.
that's back in 2003.
That's right. That's right. That's when you had the brand new single, the cover that you did, "Win or Lose." And you were promoting it, and you came to Kingsborough, and that was then. But definitely, we're glad to see that you're still around, still doing your thing, and we love that, man. And give the listeners a little bit about Tasha T. How did you get started in the whole reggae music industry?
Well, Tasha T started at a younger age. I did my first recording with Trevor Jr. at the age of 14. That song was called. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. But anyway, I did that song back then. And from then, I've been keep on pushing at it. I won several awards for Best Female Artist, Single for the Year, Songwriter for the Year, Producer of the Year as well. And I mean, out of that, I also have my own company, Ras 5 Records, which I manage and own myself. So, I mean, Tasha T's been around for a while. I did lots of shows. I opened a lot of shows for artists like Barris Hammond, Beanie Man, Buju Banton. You name it, many of them I've worked with. So, I mean, as a female artist, I'm still doing my thing, keep on pushing at it. I'm not giving up and, have to keep the work going.
Yeah, and, let me give Atlanta, because, we're broadcasting Atlanta too, and of course on culturalvibesradio.com. Now, in 1999, you were what? Voted as the best newcomer, best female newcomer, 1999. In year 2000, best dancehall female DJ. You also got that again in 2001, 02, and 2007 and 2008, man. So you're not playing around.
No, we can't play with it.
Yeah, man. Trust me. So I want Atlanta to know who we're talking to. If they've been on a rock somewhere, so because you've been doing your thing for many years, and we really, really appreciate that. And you mentioned something, because you've been around for a while right now. You have like new artists like Queen Africa. And, other artists coming up. And what do you think about these new artists that are out there, especially for female artists in the reggae music industry?
Well, first of all, I'm loving the work that Queen Africa is doing, and Itania as well. And for me, I feel good within myself because, I mean, as a woman artist, it's been very hard for us. And to see those two empresses doing the work, it makes me feel better that the door is still open for us. And, and I mean, I've been doing culture all my life. So, I mean, that's a good thing for me as well.
Mm-hmm. And where do you want to see your career go? Because, I mean, you've been doing it for a while now. And are you going to be putting out some new album coming out? Because you have the new single here, Only a Woman Knows, which we're going to get to in a second. But where do Tasha want to see herself in the next couple of years?
Well, I mean, I'm working on my album now for next year. And for the next couple of years, I've been doing my thing, so I want to continue putting out good music and for the people them to recognize who Tasha T is and to recognize the talent. In the next few years, I'm hoping that I can reach to the next level where I can be touring all over and be coming over to Atlanta as well,
right.
So people can see what I'm all about. So that's mainly what I'm working on right now. I'm going back to Jamaica sometime next week to be working on my album for the new, the video for the new single, and I will be doing a lot of promotions out there. So that's my main focus right now, is to promote Tasha T and to let the people know who I am.
Mm-hmm. Now we have a lot of different artists that come on Cultural Vibes Radio over the years. I like to get find out exactly how did they get started in reggae music. Was it something like start out in church? Because a lot of Caribbean artists, they start out in the church and then they find their way and they branch off. Was that the same case for you growing up?
Well, for me, I started out selecting music. I started out
Wow.
selecting music, and I was brought up in a Rastafarian home. So, I have to give thanks to my mom for giving me the inspiration to be playing the foundation music and growing up on that, like Beres Hammond, Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaac, Marcia Griffiths, Judy Moit, and that's how I really started, and those were my influences growing up still.
Because I believe you actually started out. You mentioned the sound system. Was that actually your relative or your father's sound system? Was that the way it started?
It was my stepfather's, yeah.
Okay, so you got the early selection and learning to select tunes and those type of thing.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nice. Now let's talk about the new single. Only a Woman Knows. What exactly is the message you're singing in this song here? Only a Woman Knows. We're playing in the background. I'm not sure if you could hear it, but what is the message you're trying to get across with this new single?
Well, the new single, Only a Woman Knows, it's about single struggling women out there, because you have a lot of them all over the world right now, and especially to know that, okay, you're in a relationship with someone, everything's going fine, but all of a sudden, as soon as the baby is born or that happens, the family is broken, and the woman is left there on their own, raising the child. So I want to bring across to the youth them too, that you have to understand that a mother works very hard to keep the child's future going. So I want to say to the youth them out there, don't give your mother headache and pain, because only we know the real meaning of pain.
Right.
9 months of carrying the baby, and when the day comes, it's painful.
Right. So this is what you're trying to get across in the brand new single. Now you mentioned, are you shooting a video for this new single?
Yes, I am in Jamaica.
Okay, so you're originally you're based in Toronto, Canada. What has how's the public reacted to you in terms of performing? You have a huge fan base over there in Toronto, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Canada. I have Canada locked. So that's why I'm moving out now and dealing with Jamaica now, so I can lock down the place down there.
Now, what is the the last couple of years, reggae music in general been haven't been in the positive light. We had a lot of positive artists singing reggae music, but a lot of the dancehall stuff kind of overshadows the reggae music. Artists such as yourself, what is your feeling on reggae music right now? You think it's coming back right now, or it still needs a couple more years to actually get back to the way it was before?
Well, I think it's going to take a couple more years, because right now, to me, the reggae music it has fallen back like a lot in terms of a lot of people is not